Welcome to a new CADSIM Plus tutorial. My name is Renaud Daenzer, and today's topic is computer-based manuals. Before I get started, I have a brief announcement to make. CADSIM Plus version 3.4 is now available, so please inquire about it at rlsystems.com. Today's mini-series is on computer-based manuals, and there's a lot to unpack, so I thought it would be better to break it down into smaller sessions. Today being the first one, giving you an introduction on what CBM is. Subsequently, I will explain how to start one, how to create groups of drawing elements. For example, here, this is considered a group of elements, and to make a group that can then interact with the HTML commands. Similarly, I will show you how to create named views, which is a way to have zoomed version on specific areas. For example, I can create a named view of the C or the B. How to do that, I will show you in this fourth session. The fifth session will be how to use HTML commands that will interact with these drawing elements, or either named views or groups and whatnot. And finally, a last session will be to bring all these elements together and create a computer-based manual. So without further ado, let me show you how to access the sample computer-based manual that we have that comes with every CADSIM copy. So you go into the sample folder, over to CBM, and you can open the drawing. So it'll load. Split the screen in half. The right-hand side has the CADSIM model on it. The left-hand side has the HTML viewer. So this is kind of like a web page that you can browse. So what this is basically a digitalized a multifunctional teaching aid. It provides the reader with an ability to link, say, a living drawing when it is, say, running a simulation with a digital manual. So you effectively convert your traditional static training or reference materials for process into an interactive training experience. And the HTML code has a variety of ways to communicate with CADSIM. So let's explore this a bit. If I click, say, on the mixed tank, I will get a name view that's zooming in onto this tank, and I can click around uh, and explore what goes on inside of a pipe. Currently, it is not doing anything because I am not running the simulation, but for example, on the left-hand side here, we have a button called Run, which will run the simulation live. I can then click inside the HTML text here to highlight parts like the different valves or controllers. I can hit the Alt button on my keyboard and click something of interest inside the drawing, and it'll open the respective HTML page on the side. We can go into the breadcrumb menu up here and export a variety of things, and it'll zoom into the respective places on the drawing. I have here a small image. I can click on it to see a larger image, so I get a bigger view. And so you get here the idea of how this kind of works. For example, I can also go into a process area and say, click with the Alt key pressed down on an indicator, and that will launch an external program like MS Paint, or it could be anything. It could be linked to a Pi system to bring up the latest chart for an actual trend. In this case, this is just an image of a trend, but it basically shows that you can click things and open charts and whatnot. It could be a parts library, etc. And again, you can run the simulation so that once you click on a pipe, you see the flows going through. You can pause it, And this is roughly it. I will begin the next session with how to start making one of these. So thanks for your attention, and I look forward to seeing you for the next tutorial.